Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Monday Night in America. And thank you for joining me. Yes, it is an early start today, so I thank you for joining, and I appreciate you accommodating the start to this early program. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. I am uh, going to be a big baby today. I had a cortisone shot. Oh, one of the more painful things I've had earlier today. And I don't know, I do feel movement in my arm, but I'm going to feel everything starting as early as tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, it is what it is. And thank you for joining me. I think this is the first time I've ever done Monday Night in America at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's not going to be a regular thing, I have to tell you. So, but there is a lot of stuff going on in the world, and thank you for joining me. My name is Roger Noriega. Thank you. If you want to follow everything that's happening on ndbmedia.net, check it out right down there. And it's good stuff, so they say. I don't have any community announcement. Actually, I believe I do, and I'll be able to get to that a little bit later in the program. But I have to slow down. I have to come up with that stuck up attitude, and I should be able to flow. And I won't stutter, and I will not skip over words. But this is annoying, isn't it? It's annoying to me. But having to listen to my voice is terribly annoying. But hey, it is Monday night at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know if you receive consumer reports. See, there it is. I started to trip over my words. Consumer Reports has a list of the safest top rated cars, and it's out of their October 2024 issue. And I've been a reader of Consumer Reports since about the late 80s, and I do rely on them for many things. Now, of course, as you know, Consumer Reports is based on the reports from the consumers. So every year, the consumers themselves are given a huge survey to fill out, and then we respond to it, which is cool. And it's based on all of the registered owners that are in the group of owners. And it's kind of cool. So if you want to go and argue with me about it, don't waste your time. I'm a member of Consumer Reports. So you are receiving right now the opinions of the Consumer Reports membership. And that's all it is. It's a real opinion from the Consumer Reports readers. It was kind of cool. And much to my surprise, I am genuinely surprised that um, for small cars, Kia made the number one with an overall score of 85. The Kia Niro, the PHEV, PHEV, high score. The overall score was an 85, and it's priced at $34,390 to $50,140. The Toyota Prius came in second, and that one was an 80. The Kia Niro, or Niro, I guess it's the Niro because Nero would be Nero. Niro would be Niro. And this vehicle, it's a small car. It is the price is $26,940 to $34,490. Had an overall score of 79. The Mazda 3 had an overall score of 78. The Toyota Prius Prime in the $33,000 to $40,000 range, 76 overall, and the Kia Niro Electric came in at 71 for small cars. And maybe we'll go over the ratings. I don't know, maybe not this year, maybe next year. I don't know, but it's how long they drove it, obviously, how many months, how many miles, repair costs, maintenance costs, all that stuff is factored in. So it's really good. Kia has three of the top six, and Toyota has two, and Mazda has one for small cars. Interesting. In midsize cars, the Monster's back. Honda Accord Hybrid. Scored an overall of 89. Wow. And that is the Honda Accord Hybrid from 33,000 to about 39,000. Coming in second and a significant drop, the Hyundai Sonata comes in at 74, and that model goes for 27,500 to 34,950. Under minivans, we have a Kia Carnival. That's a monster. It looks big. Overall score of 82. Sells from 36,500 to 50,600. Chrysler Pacifica came in at second. And they are, so far, all of these are Consumer Reports recommended. Now, this magazine is directed at its readership, so take it for what it is. And the Chrysler Pacifica, 40,000 to about 60,000, overall score of 70. For small SUVs, the Toyota RAV4 Prime came in with an 89, the Kia Sportage, 87, the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid came in at 85, the regular Hyundai Tucson came in at 82, the Hyundai Tucson PHEV came in at 82, and the Mitsubishi Outlander came in at 82 as well. Ooh. Then you have the Mitsubishi Outlander, the regular one at 77, the Mazda CX-50, 76, Mazda CX-5 came in at 75, the Ford Escape. Wow. Interesting. Came in at 74. Nissan Rogue. I've been wanting to get a Rogue. Yeah, Rogue One, baby. Look, when Voyager was on television, I had a Voyager minivan. Come on, let's get real. A friend of mine of many years, around the time the Wrath of Khan debuted, his parents had a Reliant. I thought it was so cool. A little station wagon, Reliant K. That was neat. Of course, he would be the enemy. He is today. But that's neither here nor there. The Ford Escape Hybrid is rated at 70. And the Mazda CX-30 is 67. And for the midsize SUVs, you have the Ford Edge, 79 overall score, and the Honda Passport at 70. Then you have mid-sized SUVs, which include a third row. The Toyota Highlander Hybrid, that monster, an 85. The Kia Telluride, I've seen that one. That is a big vehicle as well. Came in at 84. Price is similar, but the base model for the Kia Telluride comes in at almost 5,000 cheaper than the Toyota one. And the price at the top end is $10. It's nothing, means nothing. The Hyundai Palisade came in at third at 83. Mazda CX-90, 82. Mazda CX-90, the PHEV, which the PHEV, I know it's a green model, but I have to look up what PHEV actually means. I did take a look at it earlier. But I want to be certain when I tell you what it is. But I don't have that one at the moment. But you can look it up, Consumer Reports, October 2024. Then you had, the Toyota Highlander coming in at 80, tied with the Mazda CX-90. The Toyota Grand Highlander also came in 80. The Kia Sorento Hybrid, 77. And the Kia Sorento came in at 72. Kia is making incredible inroads. For luxury cars, you have the Lexus ES Hybrid coming at 88. Was that the highest? No, it was 89 for the Toyota RAV4. You have the Lexus ES, 82. Toyota Crown, 78. The Lexus IS, 72. Volvo S60, 70. And the Acura TLX coming in at 69. For luxury small SUVs, you have the Lexus NX Hybrid coming in 83, the Acura RDX 81, BMW X1 79, the Lexus UX 78, the Lexus NX 72, tied with the Lincoln Corsair. Oh, you're kidding me. There's a Corsair. What is the Lincoln Corsair? I have to take a look at that one. Corsair That is awesome. From World War II, of course, the Marine Corsair. Awesome. The Audi Q3 is the last one, coming in at 70. And as of all the ones that I've recommended, they are all so far Consumer Reports recommended. For luxury mid-size SUVs, the BMW X5, priced at $65,000 to $122,000, comes in at 92, which I believe that one now is the highest. Yeah, because up until that point, we had Toyota RAV4 89. Wow. So that one blew it away. You have the Lexus RX at 89, the BMW X5, 88, the Lexus TX Hybrid coming in at 83, the Porsche Cayenne, 79,200 to 196,300, came in with an 81 overall score. Then you have the Lexus RX 78, BMW X7 also at 78, the Lexus TX 77, the Audi Q7 77, and the Infiniti. Hey, haven't seen Infiniti in a bit. QX60 coming in at 70. Did we have an Infiniti prior to this? I don't believe we did. Wow. And you know, Infiniti is the high-class version of the Nissan. Lexus, Toyota, Acura, Mazda. I'm sorry, Acura, Honda. Now, they have cars that are listed as less safe, and there's two vehicles on here, which I'm disappointed are actually on here, but it is what it is. And actually, there's several on here, which surprised me. But in the listing of Consumer Reports, although these 10 vehicles meet federal safety regulations, they lack 2 or more of the minimum qualities. We think safe cars should have included standard AEB with pedestrian detection and good scores in each of our braking, emergency handling, rollaway risk, and usability tests. None are CR recommended. Wow. One of the reasons the Mitsubishi Mirage is on this list is that it is extremely light. No matter how many safety features a car has, there's no escaping the realities of physics. In a crash with a larger vehicle, a smaller vehicle is more likely to bear the brunt of crash damage. But large trucks and SUVs also pose safety risks. Many on the list have low braking and emergency handling scores and lack pedestrian AEB. Wow. The Toyota Sequoia, GMC Sierra 1500. That's a nice truck. The Dodge Durango, the Chevrolet Tahoe, the Land Rover Defender, the Mitsubishi Mirage, which is a small vehicle. Low score in CR's emergency handling test and weighs just 2,084 pounds. That's just a few members of my family. The Jeep Wrangler, low braking and emergency handling scores, AEB with pedestrian detection is unavailable. The GMC Yukon, that one bugged me a little bit, as did the Chevrolet Tahoe, but you can argue the differences between those models. Low scores in CR's braking and emergency handling tests. And the one that struck a blow to me was a Lincoln Navigator from 83,265 to 114,095. Low scores in CR's braking and emergency handling tests. Wow. That's rough. That is. And then you have the Chevrolet Silverado 1500. Low scores in CR's braking and emergency handling tests. Now, there's more detail to that, and you need to check Consumer Reports. But their article was the safest cars you can buy right now. We share the models built to protect you with the advances shown here and the ones that won't. Simple control displays, touchscreens, and controls that keep the driver's attention on the road are essential. AEB with pedestrian detection. An automatic emergency braking system that avoids collisions with pedestrians and other vehicles. Braking performance. Some vehicles can stop 25 feet shorter than others in the same category. the difference between a close call and a crash. Highway speed AEB. This feature automatically brakes if it senses an imminent crash, avoiding impact or lessening the crash forces at high speeds. Blind spot warning. Yeah, I know what that is. This technology alerts drivers if it's unsafe to change lanes or merge when a vehicle is in their blind spot. Rear cross traffic warning. I believe my vehicle does have that, which did surprise me. When reversing, this feature sounds an alert if it detects a vehicle approaching from the side. Yes, it actually does. I have the Kia Seltos. I'm surprised by that. The Kia Seltos has a lot of neat things. I drove a Nissan Sentra for a short while, and it wasn't as chatty or talkative, but it still had some good features in it. Emergency handling. The safest cars allow drivers to confidently maneuver around an obstacle at highway speeds without losing control. So those are some of the items that Consumer Reports magazine has it. And I know, I get it. There are some people that are in the auto industry and people that I know that are unhappy with Consumer Reports. But I put the disclaimer that I am a member of Consumer Reports. I receive the magazines, and I've been a member since about 1988. It is what it is. It is an opinion. So take it for what it is. And I know some people have the vehicles that I mentioned just a little while ago. Again, everyone's experience is different. But when you have the vehicle that's run through a test, which you can see the results with Consumer Reports, I believe they do include video, and they're just reporting what they find. And then the other reliability is from the members. And I believe that's a summer issue that comes out, which is really good. And when I'm in the market for a new car, I check that one out. Now, as you know, I was not in the market for a new car. The Kia Seltos fell into my lap because one of my older sisters is no longer able to drive. So I took it over from her. And I love that car. Man, I do. I really, really do love that car. So now they did talk about the Mazda CX-90, which we did mention. It was introduced as a new model in 2023 and earned a good score, or the highest, for the IIHS test. It maintained a survival space that kept the crash test dummy from being crushed and prevented chest, hip, leg, and foot injuries. The Mazda's airbags protected the dummy's head as well. They say that they're better airbags and good survival space. Less protection was offered by the Dodge Durango. It got its last major update in 2011. It earned a marginal score for the driver's side, which is the next lowest rating. It didn't maintain an adequate survival space for the driver, and parts of the vehicle intruded into the cabin, increasing the risk of leg, foot, and hip injuries for the driver. Wow. Take it for what it is. I know that when I drove the Nissan Sentra 2024 for about a little bit of time, and now I'm into my second year, maybe my third year now. I'm in my second year of the Kia Seltos. I like that car. I really do. It's small. It's a crossover, I guess, what you call. It can take 5 people, and it has a little bit of space in the back. It's okay. It's a nice car, though. I like driving it. But it is crossover. It is smaller. But I wouldn't give it back for any reason whatsoever. But it did not make any of the grades for Consumer Reports. So take it for what it is. When the yearly report on maintenance and repair costs and all that come into play, I will bring that one up. So they talk about the BMW i5 had an overall score of 86. They also talk about the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Lots of luxury, but distracting controls. It received a 64. The BMW i5, a Consumer Reports favorite or choice, received an 86. A road test score of 94 for the BMW i5. The highs were absorbent ride, sharp handling, short stopping distances, quiet cabin, comfortable front seats, high quality materials. The lows, distracting controls. Powertrain, a 590 horsepower dual electric motors, 1-speed direct drive, all-wheel drive, a range of 295 miles. And yes, there are going to be people that say, oh, well, it's electric. They're lying. Rent the car. Buy the car. Make your decision based on that. Everyone's use of a vehicle is different. My Nissan Versa, it's a 10-year-old car. Plus, I am still getting 38 to 40 miles a gallon on that car. It's a great car when it comes to being the antithesis to a gas guzzler. I am still getting 38 to 40. And sometimes if it's an open highway, it's higher than that. Do the math, guys. Just do the math. It's easy to figure out. What you do is you write the mileage when you're getting gas and you look at the gauge, where is it? And you write the miles for the next fill up and you see how much gas was used, how many miles were traveled. You can come up with a very rough estimate. It's really good. And if you idle a lot, well, that'll be factored into it as well. But you'll be able to get an idea what your car is doing. But for people who have not driven the electric cars and they say that they're lying, go rent one. See what happens first. But anyway, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, road test of 88, smooth ride, sharp handling, short stopping distances, quiet cabin, comfortable front seats, and high-quality materials. Lows, distracting controls. Powertrain, 255 horsepower, 2-liter engine, turbocharged, 4-cylinder, 9-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive. 9-speed? Wow. 28 miles per gallon on premium. For a big car, I guess it's not too bad. So, gotta look it up. Consumer Reports does a deep dive on all of them. And whatever they don't cover in the magazine, they also have it online for Consumer Reports members. But you can also buy their annual vehicle or annual guide on buying stuff, which is really cool. The model Tesla 3. Smoother ride, quieter cabin. Overall score of 73 for Consumer Reports, but its road test score was an 83. The highs are quick acceleration, short stopping distances, agile handling, comfortable front seats, access to the Tesla Supercharger network. Hands down, folks, the Tesla Supercharger network, Elon Musk got it right on the infrastructure. It's not even close. When you watch some videos on other owners from Rivian and others, not that Rivian is a bad product, but when it comes to charging, the network is nowhere near. Because if you've seen these videos, they talk about looking for chargers and they show up at places and they're not working, or they're not working properly, or the power is not very strong. So it's to each and everyone's experience. Musk actually did get it right on having all the superchargers. It works. And now the Tesla has become the standard when it comes to the charging device, charger, the insertable charger. The lows are distracting controls, no Android Autoplay or Apple CarPlay. Yeah, that is a shame. Powertrain is 394 horsepower, dual electric motors, 1-speed direct drive, all-wheel drive, range 334 miles. I know someone who is just anti everything. I don't know when was the last time that person's been satisfied, but this person just hates everything Tesla, everything electric, everything. And if it's not American made, dude, the Camry, the Toyota Camry, is made here in the United States. But the Emperor of Japan. Shut up. You're a pig. America is up against economies that pay their employees $1, $5, $10 a day. Can't compete. Japan, on the other hand, brought their factories and built them here and put Americans to work. Awesome. Are they undercutting unions? Yes. And that does hurt me. And that's another battle for another day. But Japan, after the 80s, when Japan was the favorite target, and the late 90s and early 2000s, China became the target. It's cyclical, man. Wherever you want to direct hate against, I believe China, if they want to compete in our market, you come and build it over here. There's no way we're going to compete with China when they build it over in China. Build the factories here, build it here, and put Americans to work. Why does America have to kowtow to everyone else? We're the greatest economic power in the world. You want to sell to us? You build it here. Oh, but wait a minute. That cuts down corporate profits and offshoring and nearshoring. Levi's jeans were $35, $40. Send them overseas. They're $70. They're still being paid the same thing. So, but that's an economic commentary, or that's a commentary of economics for another day. So, it is what it is. I wanted to talk about the car models. Check it out, Consumer Reports, really good stuff. And I will be talking about other vehicles as they come out and or debut. We'll see what happens. But I want to thank you for joining me on this abbreviated Monday Night America. We'll see. I have a lot of stuff coming up. As you know, I mentioned I got the cortisone shot today. That sucked. That one hurt. And because of the medication I'm taking, basically they're blood thinners, and they gave me the shot. Well, I didn't fly out, but it did dribble all over the place. I said, wait a minute, that's just a shot. So I was told that I'm going to feel the effects tomorrow, but for some reason, I do not have the tightness that I normally have. And I don't know how much of that is up here. I don't know how much of that is the actual cortisone shot. See, this one feels like they're pulling on the muscles. Ugh. But I went with the left hand first, and never let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. Got a cortisone shot. Did you hear that? So, have a lot of other procedures going to be done in the next few weeks and months. And if you are of the thinking, if you drop a prayer, I'll accept it. I'm all right with that. I don't mean to ask, but if you do, I'll take it. It's all right. Your good thoughts are much appreciated, and I'm going to make this one a short program today. So I see you guys on the next week, regular time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's Monday Night America, longest running program on the internet. See ya.